Demons still pacing. I'm still here. This ain't a cry for help. It's a status report. The sun hits the blinds like forensic light, exposing every crack in a foundation I built overnight and can't take back. Wake up with my jaw clenched, teeth grinding on the echoes of a past life, feeling the friction of the friction. Yeah, that's the exact price. No coffee jump starts a heart when it's weighted down with lead. 1,000 yesterday regrets pressing heavy on the head. Standing in the kitchen staring at the tile, mapping out the math, the tactical maneuvers just to force a smile and stay on the path. But I don't smile for joy, I smile for the camouflage, a psychological mirage to hide the internal sabotage vibrating under the skin. The darkness ain't a cloud, it's a geological layer, sediment of every betrayal loud. Every loss, every moment evil tried to plant a flag in my chest. I feel the anger, low frequency hum, never mute, never at rest. It's the static in the background, the energy that keeps the gears turning when the oil runs dry and every nerve ending is burning. I'm not looking for a hand to hold, I'm looking for a better grip on the tools I'm using to keep the structure from making the trip down into the dirt. So I tighten up and I maintain, walking through another morning, jaw clenched, marching through the pain. It's a war of attrition, a mission to stay composed, keeping the doors to the basement permanently closed. I'm tired of the fight, but I'm wired to endure the heat. I'd rather die standing than live my life in a retreat. It's not a cry for help, it's a statement of the facts. Walking through the fire while I'm dodging all the cracks, staying on the path. Even when the path is getting thin, I refuse to let the version that I killed back in. Let me talk about the guest who won't leave, that's the old me, sitting in the corner of my mind, sharpening the blade, still cold. See, he's got my voice, he's got my face, but he's got a hunger I spent years trying to starve out. Kept them down under, whispering about the easier way, the chemical shortcut to a temporary peace that always ends with a permanent gut cut. Some days the gravity of his presence makes my knees buckle. He points at the pain like an open door, pulls me into the struggle. Suggests if the world stays this dark, might as well kill the lights. But I recognize the manipulation, I see the hooks in the night. Sobriety isn't a destination, it's a construction site where the wind never stops blowing and the foreman's losing the fight. I'm laying bricks in a hurricane, building a wall between the man that I was and the man standing tall. The evil out there tries to tell me that being good is weak, that the only way to survive the sharks is become the great white's beak. But I know that's a lie, designed to keep me in the cycle. So I stay on the line, hold the course, stay vital. It's a war of attrition. 1 hour at a time is too long sometimes, so I break it down to seconds, to the space between the heartbeats. The pain is a backpack full of jagged stones, but I'm not dropping the pack. I'm just getting used to the burden. I'm becoming a creature of the incline, a master of the uphill climb. The old me is screaming for a turn at the wheel, but I lock the steering column and I melted down the keys. Clock is a metronome for the struggle. Tick resist, tick persist. Walking through the grocery store, the workplace, I see the exits exist. I see every way I could just let go. Slide back to the numbness, back to the abyss, back to the dark and the dumbness. But I stay on the line, not because I'm a saint. I'm a technician, I've analyzed the data of my restraint. Studied the downfalls and the math never adds up to anything but misery. So I do the work, that's the history, that's the mystery. That's the mystery. Fix the leaks in my temperament, patch the holes in my patience, deal with the fatigue like a physical injury. No complaints, no complacency. People see a stoic face, a guy just getting by on the outside, but they don't see the furnace in the basement where I'm burning the inside. I've converted the fight into a motive force, fuel for the fire. If the world brings the darkness, I become my own source, own supplier. Even if I'm just a flickering industrial bulb on a frayed wire. Here I stand at the end of another day of the siege. Walls still holding, demons pacing outside, still waiting for me to concede. Inspecting the perimeter, checking the locks, every rotation, ensuring the anger stays structural, not a detonation. I'm not crying for a savior, I realize the only one coming is the version of me that refuses to quit, keeps the engine running. I am my own reinforcement, my own relief effort, my own command. The fatigue is proof I'm still in the game, still in demand. I wake up tomorrow and do it all again.